guys, it's Jasmine and I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be the top 10 must-have supplies for nursing school. School is about to start either this month or in a few weeks. For some, I don't start until September the 2nd, but I've already got my schedule for the next semester and I'm freaking out. So I thought this would be the perfect time for all of you guys who are starting your first semester of nursing school to know what supplies you might need for school and kind of be prepared. So if you're interested in what I feel is important, okay, so the first thing I think you definitely need is a planner. This is like a lifesaver. This is an Erin Condren planner. I'm not saying you have to go out and purchase this planner. You can get one from Staples or Target, Walmart, or any kind of office supply store that you can get your hands onto a planner, but you definitely need a planner. I did a lot of research before buying this planner and I just felt like it suits my life better because along with nursing school, I still have YouTube and I still have a family, and I have boys, I have football games and parties and all that other stuff. So with my crazy life, I felt like this planner would be perfect. I am going to have a unboxing as well as my initial review of this Erin Condren planner coming soon. Just a very detailed planner and it is a lifesaver. When it comes to nursing school, you have tests, quizzes, simulation lab, you have clinical days you have to remember. You need to know when papers are due. You need to remember study group times. You need to remember when clinical paperwork is due, and it's just a lot of stuff that you got to remember. And if you don't have a planner of some sort, a calendar of some sort, you're gonna forget something. And the one thing you don't want to do is get behind, because trying to play catch up is dang near impossible. The next thing you need is kind of like, okay Jasmine, duh, I need it, but it's highlighters and pens, pencils, any kind of writing utensils. Highlighters are so important. I kept running out of freaking highlighters last year, and I'll be like, hey, let me buy a highlighter, because you literally go through so many highlighters, because I literally highlight almost my entire book. I like to color coordinate, so I like different colors, just because I don't like staring at my book and like skimming over a chapter and I'm just looking at one color. It just doesn't work for me. So highlighters are definitely important. You can use whatever pens you like. I like the pens that have the grips on them, just because I get finger cramp. And I also like these little pens. Really? Come on, get it together. And I also like these pens. They are the F.301 ballpoint pen. These come from my husband's job. Have you ever been to a place and you're like, ooh, I like how this pen writes and I'm gonna take it? Well, he came home one day with pens in his jacket top and I was like, I need a pen. He gave it to me and I was writing on it. I was like, you need to bring me some of those pens home because I like them. So these are just, I don't even know where you can find these at. I'm sorry. The next thing that is super important is your laptop. You need a laptop. There's no way you can get through nursing school without a laptop. This is a Google Chromebook. I do have two laptops just because I do. Sorry. So I have another HP as well as my Google Chromebook, and as you can see, YouTube is up on it, but it just looks like this. And we have a site called Moodle. It is the same thing as a Blackboard for all of you guys who don't use Moodle. Everybody uses different things, but you have to like self-enroll in classes. All of your notes will be there. Some of our instructors video record themselves talking, so you can listen to lectures on your Moodle or your Blackboard, whatever. So laptops are super important. There's just no way around it. So you don't have to get an expensive laptop, but you do need a reliable one. The next thing you need is a printer. Of course, I am not going to bring my big ass printer in here to show you guys what it looks like. I'm pretty sure you guys know what a printer looks like. I have a regular HP Jet 4500 printer. I mean, it's a printer. But you have to print out so much stuff. Your schedules are going to be on there for one. Notes, all of your notes are going to be on there. Instructions on what to do will be on there. Your clinical paperwork, which is a big one, is on there. Sometimes my clinical paperwork can be 20 pages that I'm printing out in any given day, which is crazy. But you print out so much stuff, it's crazy. And it's easier to have a printer and print out at home than to have to run somewhere and pay to print paperwork out, because that just sucks. Believe me when I say you definitely need a printer. It's kind of personal preference, but you definitely need a backpack. You can get your traditional 2-strap backpack, but if you are like me and you hate carrying around all of your books on top of your laptop, that can get heavy, you can do what I did and get a rolly backpack. I know it's kind of corny, and this is actually a carry-on that I think my husband got this from Walmart. I have so much stuff to carry around. I'm not going to carry it on my back and hurt my back. So my rolly backpack comes in handy, and once again, I know it's corny. I really don't care what other people think, but it's a lot less stress on me to roll my book bag and my laptop and everything else that I have to lug around in school in a roller backpack than it is to carry it on my back. But once again, like I said, personal preference. The next thing you need is a stethoscope. I've had this stethoscope for a while, and I'm actually about to upgrade it. It works great. This one is MDF Instruments. Have no idea what that is. I ordered it offline because it was cute, but it actually is a really good stethoscope. You can hear really good in it, and then the little soft ear things really are comfortable, especially since I do have my tragus pierced. The metal ones just aggravate me, so I do like to get the ones with the little soft earpieces. But a stethoscope, like, you can't make it through nursing school clinicals without a stethoscope. You're also going to need a watch with the second hand. This is my favorite little watch. I purchased it from Charlotte Russe, and it's just so cute. I get compliments on it all the time, and I do wear this to clinicals, and I'm going to wear it to clinicals again. You can get a plain Jane little strappy watch as long as it has a second hand. You need a watch with the second hand because you're going to have to do respirations and pulses, so it has to have a second hand on it. Any watch with a second hand on it. This one is going to be dependent upon your school, but you need scrubs. I love Dicky scrubs. Dicky scrubs, color wise, is dependent on what school you go to. Our school has to wear dark blue scrubs. Everybody has to wear dark blue scrubs, and we have to have our school patch on the left side of our shoulder. Once again, I'm not going to show you my patch because I'm not going to tell you guys what school I go to. That depends on your school, but you do need scrubs. You do wear scrubs to clinicals, and since I have tattoos that are visible on my arms, as you can see, I have to wear long sleeve shirts, which, even though it is super hot, I don't mind doing it because hospitals are freaking cold. It is not hospital regulation because there's so many like surge techs, nurses, and radiologists, anesthesiologists who have freaking full sleeves. It is just school regulations, and you have to abide by your schools. Definitely need comfortable shoes. These are ugly nursing shoes. Nursing shoes are not cute, but you can get Danskos, which are the most popular ones. I have very wide, flat feet, so Danskos actually hurt the top of my feet. These are by Cherokee. I think they were like 60, maybe 60, 65 bucks. Really comfortable, and you can walk 12 hours in these things, and your feet do not freaking hurt. But we have to wear either all black or all white shoes. Of course, I'm going to choose black because you get bodily fluids spilled on you all the time, and it's so much easier to wipe like blood and pee and puke and food and anything else that you can think of off of black shoes than it is white. So definitely you need comfortable shoes. The last thing is note cards. Note cards come in such good handy when you are studying. You can't make note cards for everything, people, because you literally will not have time to review them all. But if there's just that one thing that you cannot remember, write it on a note card. or if you are in a study group and you are getting asked questions and something is just not registering, or if it's something you just have never studied, write it down on a note card. And as you are looking over the notes that you have already done, right before the test, I go over whatever note cards that I've made, because most of the time that's stuff that I can't remember or it's just not clicking, and it's kind of like a refresher or like put it freshly on my mind before it's test time. So note cards are definitely a must. I'm going to do some honorable mentions that is not necessarily needed, but they are good to have around. So these little notepad things come in handy when you are on the floor at clinicals. I tend to write down any information that I need to put in my clinical paperwork on here, what meds are due, what rooms I need to do glucose checks on, anything that I need to remember. I just put on these little note cards, and they fit perfectly in my scrub pockets. So these are not a must because everyone doesn't use them, or everyone doesn't see the use for them, but for me they come in handy. And my first clinical instructor gave us these, and I literally have been using them since. Another thing I like to do is get a clipboard for clinicals, and I keep it on my cowl, which is like the portable computer that you lug around to each patient's room. And I keep any papers that I need, or if my instructor allows us to take clinical paperwork in with us, I put it on here, and it is just so easy to like write as I'm doing. When we're doing morning reports, or when the other nurses are doing morning reports and I'm just listening, whatever they tell me happened with my patient that during the night shift, I write it down like I am writing, so that way I know what to expect with my patient, and I know what needs to be done, and I am just prepared. Because the last thing I want to do is be in with my patient and my instructor is in there with me, and I have absolutely no idea what's wrong with my patient, what happened with my patient the previous shift, and what I need to focus on. So I write everything that I hear about my patient down. And like what I was saying, with clinical paperwork, it can be up to like 20 pages long. Lose your papers, or you missing papers, or they're out of order and all that other stuff. As I'm printing them out and I put them in order, I just staple them. This is just a cute little baby stapler. I have a regular boring big black one, but when I saw this one, I was like, I have to get it. It's so cute. Write my own notes versus typing them, so notebooks are a must. And just like I said, it's personal preference. That's why I said notebooks are not necessarily a must. It just depends on what you think works better for you, typing out your notes or writing them down. I write mine out, so definitely notebooks work better for me than loose leaf paper, just because I can keep it in order by chapters and they stay where I write them and they don't move. So it for my must-haves as well as honorable mentions. I hope this video helps you guys, and congratulations to all of you who have emailed me about the template and tell me that you just got accepted into nursing school and you're about to start. I want to say congratulations. I remember that feeling, and I know how exciting you are. It's going to be tough, but just keep pushing forward. You are definitely going to be able to do it. You just have to be prepared. And if you emailed me about the template and I did not respond, resend the template. Some of my emails are going to junk mail, and sometimes I have so many emails I just skip over some by accident. It's not intentionally. So if you are interested in that template, it's a blank template. It's not pre-filled out, so don't think that because some people thought I already had like all the diseases on the template and I was sending it to them. No, honey, you have to do your own notes. I'm not going to give that to you. It's not going to work that way, but I do have a blank template for you if you're interested. Again, and like I said, send me the email. I will forward the template to you. And yeah, any other comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave it below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.